And welcome to What's Going On in Vaughan. I'm Styles Q. Weinberg. Standing with me is a fellow Ward 4 resident who contacted me just a few hours ago with a major concern. And that concern deals with safety. And safety is a concern of everyone. Sid, tell me, what is your concern right now?
I have to walk this route on occasion. I'm doing this now for 3 years in a row. Not every day, but on occasion I walk this route. And I'm just wondering out loud and frustrated as to why there's no lights on this route. I'm walking down here and I can't even see my feet. If I don't have a flashlight, I cannot see anything. I know that a person was killed on this route on the other side here in November of 2011 because it was so dark and there's no sidewalk here. There's some sort of makeshift asphalt pathway here. This is in a residential area.
Just want to point out, we are facing westbound on Rutherford Rd, just west of Bathurst Street, a major intersection with major facilities. We have on one side we have Sobey's, on the other side we have another Longo's, LA Fitness. This is a very heavily traveled pathway, especially on weekends. We have religious observances where people are forced to walk on this particular sideway.
And in fact, there's a residential community that's just on the hill over here. They've cut a pathway down to this route here. The point being that people are walking here. When we were just talking now, there were 2 people walking by here.
Using?
One was using a flashlight from their smartphone.
I know.
Too bad he didn't want to be filmed, but it was totally class. It was perfect for this issue. But the fact remains that I don't understand. After a person was killed here, the only thing that Vaughan Council decided to do to rectify the situation was to put some temporary cement barricades so cars can't kill people walking in the dark. They forgot about the issue that those that are walking in the dark can't see where they're walking. And can you imagine if the asphalt cracks or there's a dent, you can't see where you're going. The city's going to have another major lawsuit. I'm just so furious about the short-sightedness. I don't know what kind of budget constraints they've got. I don't know whose responsibility this is. It's irrelevant. We're living in a residential area. We're not in a country here. This is, and those that are sitting in their ivory towers, if they haven't had the time to visit this section of Vaughan yet, they better get up, you know what, and come out here and walk this at night and see their experience.
There's also a concern that you pointed out to me is that this pathway is far from being even. So you could fall, trip, no matter what elevation this particular sidewalk is.
The city is just looking for another, perhaps somebody won't get killed with the cement. No cars are going to come up here now. That's great. No killing. But could you imagine how this guy had to walk with his little child holding hands with their smartphone flashlight through here? That's totally absurd. We're not in a third world country. We're in a major Vaughan center that has all the conveniences of a major cosmopolitan center. And to think that this stretch here hasn't yet been developed for whatever reason, and that's why they're not doing something about lighting. There's towers. There's towers here. I don't know what the cost is of putting some sort of lighting in place. I don't know why council has not been
active.
Well, I was going to use the word short-sighted by merely satisfying the fact that, fine, no cars can kill anybody on the sidewalk, but they forgot to put lights on the sidewalk so people can crack their heads open.
I just want to conclude this by saying 2 things. First of all, this is a safety issue, and we need people here on council who are affected by what's going on. What happens to you happens to me. I am the candidate and only candidate living in Ward 4 walking these streets. So let's get active. October 27th, for Styles Q. Weinberg, Counselor of Ward 4. We're just going to dim the lights to show you in reality what this actually looks like without any light whatsoever, only with a massive amount of cars driving by, how treacherous this can be. Thank you.